I was working in Stockholm recently and I went out for a late night run. And I must say we have a beautiful capital. But at one point, when I was running in the alleys of the old city quarters, I noticed two figures in dark following me. Do you see them here? I thought to myself, let's turn a corner here. Maybe they'd run past me. But no, here they come. And I thought to myself, there's just two of them. I could handle it. Sure. Luckily, they had good intentions. They just wanted to run with me, two boys from the Netherlands. And we had a good time. We ran around the block, we talked for a while, and we became pretty good friends. And as we said goodbye, they called out, "Love you! Love you! Bye-bye!" Funny Dutch guys. So passing the castle just now, you know, in Sweden we have a king. He lives in that castle there. He's a different kind of king, in a funny sort of way. And I thought about another king who's also really different, but in a great kind of way, the King of Kings. Sometimes Jesus is called the mighty king or the great king. And I thought about, what is it that makes him such a great king? I mean, I can give you lots of reasons why, but I just read today a passage in, so I can't talk, my jaw is frozen. And that's how far I got with my spiritual thought. I was gonna wrap it up as I was running, but then this happened. Ooh. Ooh, it really hurt. And so I couldn't continue. And it got all swollen up, as you see here. But I'm good now, so thank you very much for your deep concern. But I couldn't wrap it up before, so I'll do it now. So I asked the question, why is Christ such a great king? And I talked about John chapter 1, so let's go there. This is the story, and I think you know it already, but for those that don't, this is when Jesus calls his first disciples. We have Peter and Andrew, the two brothers, and this is in Galilee. Then he calls Philip, and he says these famous words, "Follow me." And this is, of course, an admonition for all of us. But Philip gets so excited about this. So he goes to his friend Nathanael. "We've found the one that Moses and all the prophets have testified of, Jesus from Nazareth." And then Nathanael goes, I don't know, does anything good come from Nazareth? And then these wonderful, wonderful words from Philip to Nathanael. He says, "Come and see." Isn't that what we all should do? If we want to know who Jesus is, just come and see. And then Jesus comes around and he says to Nathanael, he says, "Behold, a true Israelite in whom there is no guile," which means basically that he sees Nathanael without any deceit, without any dishonesty, with true integrity. And then Nathanael goes like, "Well, how do you know me?" And then Jesus says these words, listen here. "Before Philip called thee, when thou wast under the fig tree, I saw thee," or "I saw you." Upon which Nathanael replies, "Rabbi, thou art the Son of God. Thou art the King of Israel." I said earlier that Jesus is often called the mighty king, and he is the King of Kings. And many of us Christians around the world, we cherish the thought that and hope that he will come back again to earth to rule as a righteous king. But that's not the kind of king that Nathanael meets here. He's not meeting the king of the universe, the king of glory who sits on his majestic shining throne, although he is that also. You know, he is a divine king, obviously, with full knowledge and full control of all aspects of the universe. And yet here, for Nathanael in this moment, he is a personal king. Did you notice the words, "I saw you" under the fig tree? It means that he knew Nathanael. He knew his name, he knew his character, he saw deep into his soul. For Nathanael, Christ wasn't just the king of heaven and earth. He became the king of his heart, the king of mercy, the king of compassion, the king of understanding, a king who listens. These are things that bring confidence before the Lord and bring you peace. No wonder that Christ is often called the King or the Prince of Peace. And that, my friends, is why he is such a great king. So, what I would like for all of us to do is just to look at Jesus in this way. Sure, he's got light, he's got power that stretches all the ends of the universe. But you know what? It's not all that's the priority for him. I think you are the priority. He wants to bring that back and to put as much of that light and power within you. What that means is that whenever you need help, you can turn to him and he will help you. Whenever you're in trouble, you can call his name and he will be there for you. Because you know what? That's what a great king does.